Good afternoon. Welcome to another edition of Chasing Cards. My name is Steve, and I'm happy that you're joining me. Today, we're going to be cracking open a box of 1992 Series 1 Topps Stadium Club Baseball. All right, let's get to it. Let's see if we get what kind of gems we find this week. All right. Think about these cards because they're on that high quality card stock with the Kodak technology for the time. These cards tend to stick together being so old and brick. So let's see how we do here. All right. First up. Ooh, that's really bricking here. All right. We've got Steve Avery. Well, we had Steve Avery. There we go. Steve Avery. Gary Wayne. Dave Magadan. Curt Schilling. Curt can go on the stand for now. Ricky Jordan, that was a good one to get back in 1992. Randy Bush. Lenny Harris. Tommy Green. Matt Noakes. Pete O'Brien. Doug DeCenzo. Dave Bergman. Dave Hollins. Gary Thurman. Anthony Young. All right, well, that pack was filler so far. All right. Travis Fryman. Wow, these are bricked really bad. Joe Bover. Craig Biggio. All right, Biggio will go on the stand. Charlie O'Brien. Bill Doran. Mark Portugal. Todd Van Poppel. Mike Gallego. Al Leiter. Joe Orsulak. Orlando Merced. Chili Davis. Willie Frazier. John Kruk. We'll go ahead and put Kruk on the stand for now. Jeff King. Luis Gonzalez. Got like the Astros party today. Any Astros fans are watching this, you guys should be pretty happy. Kevin Elster. Dwight Smith. Willie Frazier. Got another Kruk. Matt Noakes, Todd Van Poppel, Mike Gallego. We've seen these guys before. Al Leiter, Joe Orsulak, Orlando Merced, Chili Davis, Dave Cochran, Rich Gedman. All right. Deja vu there with a lot of it, half that pack. All right. Whoops. All right. Hal Morris, Glenn Braggs, Herm Winningham, Robin Ventura, Pat Borders, Eric Karros, Brian Harper, Darren Jackson, Steve Lake, Carlos Quintana, another Chili Davis, another Dave Cochran, another Rich Gedman, Brian Holman, and Mike Bordick. All right. All right. All right. Bob Tingley. Roger Clemens. All right. Put Roger up top here. Raphael Billiard. Terry Shumpert. Greg Cardette. Mike Scioscia. Eric Karros. Brian Harper. Darren Jackson. Steve Lake. Carlos Quintana. Darrell Hamilton. Carl Rhodes. Kevin Seitzer. Carney Lansford. All right. All right, Roger, let's come forward a little bit. There we are. Let's do some adjustments there. All right. All right. Scott Bales, Tim Hewlett, Jeff Treadway, Stan Belinda, Jim Orlander, Tim Leary, Gerald Alexander, Paul Molitor. All right, Molitor will go up top. Carlos Quintana, Darrell Hamilton. There's a pattern here. Carl Rhodes, Dean Palmer, Mark Davis, Bill Sampion, and Pete O'Brien. All right. Bricked. Okay, Carlos Baerga. Mark Whitten. And he is bricked. Juan Samuel. Ken Patterson. Pat Borders. Eric Karros. It's like our third Eric Karros. Brian Harper. Darren Jackson, Steve Lake, Carlos Quintana, Darryl Hamilton, Dave Cochran, Rich Gedman, Brian Holman, Mike Bordick. All right, hopefully here our luck changes for the better here pretty soon, because so far we've got a dumpster fire going on here. All right. Tony Fossis, Luis Salazar, Sean Abner, Alan Anderson, Roberto Alomar. All right, that's the best one we've pulled so far. Mike Pallegro, Greg Cardet, Mike Sosha, Sean Bosky, Bill Blauser, Lee Stevens, Dave Hansen, Jesse Barfield, Vince Coleman, Henry Cotto. All right. One thing I like about these cards in particular is how they have the player's rookie card on the back, Topps rookie card, which is very cool. That's my 2 cents there. All right. Mickey Tettleton, Juan Beringer, Chris James, Ryan Sandberg. All right, Sandberg will hit the stands. Jim Olander, Tim Leary, Gerald Alexander, another Paul Molitor. Well, I guess it could be worse. All right, Albert Bell. All right, Albert Bell will go down here. Darryl Hamilton, Carl Rhodes, Dean Palmer, Mark Davis, Bill Sampson, Pete O'Brien. Oops. Sandberg just fell over. He can't believe the lack of luck we're having here. But that's the name of the game, right? Win some, you lose some. All right. Good Lord. All right. Roger Mason, Luis Quinones, David Justice. That was a good one to get back in the day. Cecil Fielder. All right, put Cecil over there with Bell. Dave Bergman, Dave Hollins, Gary Thurman, Anthony Young. Another Roberto Alomar. Mike Pellegro. Greg Carday. Mike Scioscia. Sean Bosky. Jeff Blauser. Lee Stevens. All right. Travis Fryman. Joe Bover. Another BGO. Charlie O'Brien. John Cerruti. Jim Olander. Tim Leary. Gerald Alexander. Third Paul Molitor. Another Albert Bell. Ricky Jordan. George Brett. All right, we'll put George up here for you Royals fans, if there are any of Royals fans watching. Jose De Leon. Tim Jones. Andy Allenson. All right. Hoping to find a Griffey here. That would be nice. Jeff Blauser, Sean Bosky, Matt Noakes, Tommy Green, Lenny Harris, Randy Bush, Ricky Jordan, another Albert Bell, Dave Bergman, Doug DeSanzo, Kurt Wilkerson, Cecil Epsy, Ron Karkovice, Joe Girardi. All right. This dumpster fire's getting some nice heat. All right. Carlos Baerga, Mark Whitten, Juan Samuel, Ken Patterson, Pete O'Brien, Doug DeSenzo, Dave Bergman, Dave Hollins, seen this before, Gary Thurman, Pat Kelly, whoops, Pat Kelly is, no. Jay Buhner, Mike Gardner, Walt Terrell, Sean Bosky. Oh. All right, Lee Stevens, Jeff Blauser, Dick Schofield, Mike Scioscia, Greg Carteret, Mike Pellegro, Roberto Alomar. Jeez, third Roberto Alomar. Anthony Young, Gary Thurman, Dave Hollins, Dave Bergman, Lance Parrish, Felix Fermin, Spike Owen, Jerry Brown. All right. So far, it looks like this box is going to be my public service to you collectors. Taking a bad box out of circulation so you guys don't have to worry about it. All right. Let's hope our luck changes here soon. Oh, all right. Ah, come on. Dale Murphy. All right, we'll put Dale Murphy down here. Doug Drabeck. Craig Gerbeck. Braudilio Castillo. Damn, another Doug DeCenzo. Another Bergman. Another Hollins. I think that's our fourth Albert Bell now. Another Ricky Jordan. Another Bush. Can never get enough Bush. That's my career joke for the day. Lenny Harris. Tom Green. Matt Noakes. Sean Bosky. Jeff Blauser. Bobby Thigpen. Mark Lewis. Ken Caminetti. Jack Clark. Dave Hansen. Jesse Barfield. Vince Coleman. Henry Cotto. Kevin Seitzer. Carney Lansford. John Cerruti, Dick Schofield, Derek May, Sean Hilligus, Tom Pagnozzi. All right, well, this goes to show you that you can't always get hits, right? Can't always have the luck we had in our last video with our 91 Upper Deck football. It's the gamble you take sometimes in buying these boxes. All right. Craig Worthington. Jack McDowell. John Orton. Bob Scanlon. Dave Hansen. Jesse Barfield. I've seen this story before. Vince Coleman. Henry Cotto. Kevin Seitzer, Carney Lansford, John Cerruti, Dick Schofield. Oh, there's somebody behind Dick here. Derek May, Sean Hilligus, and Tony Pagnozzi. Tom Pagnozzi, sorry about that. All right. 2 Lee Stevens in the same pack. Dave Hollins. Gary Thurman. Anthony Young. 4th Roberto Alomar. Mike Peligro. Greg Cardette. Mike Sosha. Come on, let's get some different cards here. Come on. More Dick Schofields. Said no one ever. Derek May. Scott Lewis. Mark Grace, most hits in the 90s. Not in the Hall of Fame. Mike Flanagan, rest in peace. I'm going to put Flanny there, being as I'm a lifelong Orioles fan. Francisco De La Rosa. Then we go from Mike Flanagan to Francisco. All right. Mickey Tettleton, Juan Beringer, Chris James, another Ryan Sandberg, Jeff Blauser, Lee Stevens, Dave Jansen, Harold Reynolds, Dave Henderson, the Cobra, John Candelaria, Jamie Navarro, Teddy Higuera. Teddy Higuera. Jimmy Jones. More Dick Schofields. Derek May. All right, Kip Gross. Ooh, Deion Sanders. All right. All right. Let's move Schilling over. Put Deion. Whoop. Stands don't like me very much here. Let's put Deion over there. Greg Olson. Scott Fletcher. Ken Hill. Yvonne Calderon. George Brett. Another Brett. Jose De Leon. Tom Jones. Andy Allison. Excuse me. Mike Henneman. Les Lancaster. Tom Candiotti. Scott Erickson. Is that a rookie? No. Lee Smith. All right. All right, we're about halfway through here. All right, let's kind of mix these packs up a little bit instead of just pulling straight off the top of the box. Whoop. What a surprise. Darren Holmes again. Chris Sabo, okay. Steve Finley, all right. At least we're getting some different cards. Gene Larkin. Dave Hansen. Jesse Barfield. Vince Coleman. Henry Cotto. Kevin Seitzer. Carney Lansford. John Cerruti. Mike Henneman. Derek May. Sean Hilligus. Tom Pagnozzi. All right, Sam Horn. All right. Mike Devereaux. All right, I was always a Mike Devereaux fan. I'm going to put him in my pile here. Junior Felix. Those Orioles teams were fun to watch back in the early 90s. Ozzie Guillen. Ken Hill. Ivan Calderon. George Brett. Jose De Leon. Tim Jones. Andy Allenson. Mike Henneman. Surprise, surprise. Les Lancaster. Tom Candiotti. Scott Erickson. And Lee Smith. All right. Kurt Schilling. Dave Magadan. Gary Wagner. Steve Avery. Pat Kelly. Edgar Martinez. All right, I'll put Edgar down there. Jay Buhner. Mark Gardner. Walt Terrell. Andy Van Slyke. Paul Gibson. Jim Leyritz. Kurt Manwaring. All right. All right. Tony Fossis. Luis Salazar. Sean Abner. Alan Anderson. Gino Pederali. Trevor Wilson. Tony Fernandez, rest in peace. Mike Sharpson. Devon White. It's kind of a nice card. Jeff Russell. Dante Bichette. Bo's dad. Mark Wohlers. Mark Wohlers, sorry. Wow, that was like a tongue twister there. Jamie Quirk. Dave Righetti. Dave Valley. All right. Joel Skinner. Jim Abbott. All right, I'll put Jim Abbott to the side. Here we go. Larry Walker. All right. Let's see. We'll move Kruk down. Make room for Larry Walker. David Cone, 1992. Steve would be very happy about getting that. Pat Kelly. Edgar Martinez. Jay Buhner. Mark Gardner. Walt Terrell. Jimmy Key. Mike Boddicker. Dave Eliand. Mark Lee. Harold Reynolds. Dave Henderson. Luis Mercedes. Frank Castillo. Dave Smith. It's stuck behind him here really good. Ooh. We've got the GOAT, in my humble opinion, the greatest ever, Cal Ripken Jr. All right. Sorry, BGO. Give up your seat for Cal. All right. That makes me happy, pulling a Cal Ripken. John Candelaria. Jamie Navarro. Teddy Higuera. Walt Terrell. Terry Mulholland. Ken Herbeck. Rance Mulkins. Ken Daly. Ray Langford. Manuel Lee. Greg Briley. All right. So we got the GOAT. See, with our luck here, getting a lot of duplicates, if we can get another Ripken, that'd be amazing. All right. Todd Hundley. Chris Hoyles, another Orioles great. Brett Butler. Scott Bullitt. What a name. Scott Bullitt. What a name. Darren Lewis. Teddy Higuera. Jimmy Jones. Mike McFarland. Omar Vizquel. Randy Velarde. Dave Howard. Tom Foley. Bernie Williams for you Yankees fans. Put Bernie to the side there. Al Osuna. Darren Lewis. All right. Greg Harris. Kevin Morton. Oh, yeah. Mike Mussina. All right. Let's see. All right. Roger Clemens, you've been up there long enough. It's time to share your seat here with a Hall of Famer, Mike Mussina. Ah. Yeah, Mussina sits for no one. All right. I'll tell you what we'll do. Put him here with Paul Molitor. Ah. Well, this is my 4th video I've done, and you know right now, it's the 2nd one using the card stands. You know it wouldn't be a Chasing Cards video if I didn't knock the stands over and the cards at some points. Yeah. That's my trademark there. It's knocking the stands over since day one. Since day one-ish. For you Usos fans. Alright. Wow. I made quite the mess here. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm just going to leave these guys off the stand here. Alright. Let's try this again. See, Mussina comes, it all falls down like a house of cards here. Kevin Gross. Wow. Bill Doran. Mark Portugal. Another Kruk. The Krucker. Willie Frazier. Al Osuna. Chili Davis. Orlando Merced. Joe Orsulak. Al Leiter. Mike Gallego. Todd Van Poppel. All right. One of the dumbest moves the Orioles ever made was letting Mussina walk. Especially to the Yankees. But, hey, it is what it is. All right. Craig Gerbeck. Braulio Castillo. Doug Drabeck. Dale Murphy. Sean Hilligus. Ken Daly. Ray Langford. Manuel Lee. Greg Briley. Darren Lewis. Bill Doran. Mark Portugal. Mike Henneman. Les Lancaster. And Randy Velarde. All right. Still had no Griffey, no Frank Thomas. No Ricky Henderson. Scott Lewis. Mark Grace. Flanagan. Cisco De La Rosa. Dave Howard. Tom Foley. Bernie Williams. Al Osuna. Willie Frazier. Dave Hollins. Another Crook. Pat Borders. Jimmy Key. Mike Gallego. Al Leiter. Six packs left. And we'll be put out of our misery at that point. Come this far, we should see it through. All right. Joe Orsulak, Orlando Merced. Chili Davis. Dave Cochran. Brian Holman. Mike Bordick. Okay. Eric Karros. Brian Harper. Darren Jackson. Steve Lake. Darren Holmes. Chris Sabo. Steve Finley. Gene Larkin. Do this like the breakers here. All right. Sam Horn, Mike Devereaux. All right, Mike. Junior Felix, Ozzie Guillen. Carlos Quintana, Daryl Hamilton. Carl Rhodes, Dean Palmer. Mark Davis. Bill Sampson. Jim Olander. Tim Leary. Gerald Alexander. Paul Molitor. Albert Bell. Tim Spear. Luis Rivera. Brian McRae. Mike Lavare. Ken Hill. I have Ivan Calderon. George Bretz. Jose De Leon. Tom Jones. Andy Allenson. Mike Henneman. Les Lancaster, Tom Candiotti, Scott Erickson, Lee Smith. 3 packs left. Jeff Gray, Mike Heath, Steve Olin. Pat Kelly. Edgar Martinez. Jay Buhner. Mark Gardner. Walt Terrell. Jimmy Key. Mike Boddicker. Dave Elliott, Mark Lee, Harold Reynolds, Dave Henderson. Final two. Dwight Smith, Kevin Elster, Luis Gonzalez, Jeff King, John Candelaria, Jamie Navarro, Teddy Higuera, Jimmy Jones, Terry Mulholland, Ken Herbeck, Rance Mulkins, Ken Daly, Ray Langford, Manuel Lee, Greg Briley. All right, final pack. Ron Tingley, Roger Clemens, Raphael Billiard, Terry Schubert, Darren Lewis, Bill Doran, Jimmy Jones, Mike McFarlane, Omar Vizquel, Randy Velarde, Dave Howard, Tom Foley, Bernie Williams, Alusuna, and we finish off with Willie Frazier. All right, well, they can't all be winners, right? That's what we're going to call here a dumpster fire, okay? Not a whole lot to be happy about. So yeah, luckily this box only cost me with shipping about $20, so not too bad. It's one less box that you guys have to worry about wasting your money on. All right, thanks for tuning in. See you guys next time.